right, guys, that was weird. We were clicking on the right link, but it was giving us completely something. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. What's up? Hey, everybody. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for being patient. If you were being patient, if you weren't being patient, then I completely understand because I was about to lose my shit as well. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have more important things to do with your day than to sit around waiting for me to show up on YouTube. So here we are. All right, we're talking. The behind the scenes of the video, and this banner is covering up one of the questions. Of course it is, YouTube. Why wouldn't it be? Jesus Christ. I can't even get. I'm just going to assume and fill in the blanks here. This is so crazy. All right. Well, this is going to be fun. So it's on constant scroll here. I'm going to do my best to go through this. All right. A whole lot of highs and what's up. So I'm looking for questions here. What's up? Hey, everybody. There's the answer to all the highs. All right. Looking for questions. Not seeing any. Don't you love when this happens? When are you coming to Sweden? There's my first question. We're talking we're talking behind the scenes of the video here, not travel plans. All right. YouTube, there's got to be a better way. I'm just saying here. Like, all right. All right. Are you guys ever going to do something a bit heavier like your old stuff? Where the fuck have you been? Have you not been listening to our new music? It's heavier than anything we've ever done before. Serpentine v. Serpentine. Pay attention. Wake up. Get on board here. You clearly haven't watched Artificial or listened to it. All right, what's happening here, guys? There's literally no questions regarding this video. Does anyone know? I'm curious of what we are here to discuss, because I'm seeing a lot of questions that literally have nothing to do. What's my favorite muffin? Like, what are we doing here, guys? How long did it take to film the video? It ended up being a one-day shoot. I think we started at like 8:30 in the morning, and I think I was done by 8 in the evening. So good. It was a solid 12-hour day. for sure. Maybe longer. Um, can I break down the true meaning of the video? Um, it means what you want it to mean. It means what you think it means. I think it's art is subjective, and I think it means different things to different people. You could look at it as I'm shedding old skin, and that I'm killing the old me. You could look at it as literal as it is with me being killed by a robot. Um, what was my favorite part of the video? I, you know, I love the whole thing. It was so much fun, but I think filming in those pods were that was pretty cool. It kind of felt very sci-fi, and filming in the lab. Um, it was felt like I was shooting a sci-fi movie. It was super cool. Um, the inspiration for the video, the concept anyway, was based on. It was kind of loosely inspired by Terminator. Machine. Man creates machine. Machine kills man. The end. um, so that was kind of what the loose inspiration was for the video. What was the hardest part of doing the video? I think for me, the the performance was probably the most challenging. The actual music performance, um, just because like you want to, I didn't want it to be like choreographed, but at the same time, I wanted to have some idea of what I was going to do, so it wasn't just me standing there, trying to, look like I was feeling it, and um, I wanted it to, I wanted it, and I didn't want to be like holding a microphone or anything like that. I wanted it to be like a free performance. So that was probably the most challenging for me to not to do it, but to be free and comfortable enough to just not worry about how something looks or whatever, and just kind of let the music kind of dictate what I did with my body and what I did, with hand gestures and things like that. I kind of meditated on that for a while, like the first couple nights before shooting, just kind of visualizing what I was going to do, or things that I wanted to do for different parts of the song, and I kind of choreographed it a little bit in front of a full length mirror in my hotel room at like it was pretty late at night, and yeah, and then not really knowing what it was going to be like once the cameras were there and how they were going to certain angles, so I had to kind of adapt as I went uh, through each performance, and I'm pretty sure it was like take number two, and I feel like I ripped my calf muscle. I like stepped back on it weird, stomping or something on these concrete floors, and I feel like I was limping the rest of the day. I always pull something on a video shoot. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's adrenaline or what, but how did we edit the robotic clone in the video? So we did like some makeup, body makeup to kind of to take care of like the chest and the or was it on this side? The chest and the neck area was done by this incredible makeup artist that did, and that ended up getting digitally replaced, but it gave it like a nice placeholder to like a between the skin and robotics. And then they put dots on my face, and they were somehow, able to digitize the, the cyborg portion of my face, all CGI, and it worked really well. I think it was a loose. They used the visual of the artwork of the single art and recreated that as almost like a filter or what, I don't know. I'm no digital effects artist, but they used the artwork as a template, so to speak, and it worked out really well. That was the part that I was the most worried was going to look like kind of cheesy. When it was done, I was worried that it wasn't gonna be. I was worried it wasn't gonna look the way I had envisioned it in my head, and it was much better. It turned out way cooler. The original idea, I think we were gonna do way more, and then we realized we were biting off more than we could chew, and we decided to just do the part of the face and the neck and shoulder. But there was a moment where I was going to be like full CG or full cyborg, and I just felt like it was a bit of that was going to turn it into more of a 2-day shoot that we did not have the budget for. So there's that. Was the video filmed in the U.S. or another country? It was filmed in the U.S. We shot it in Los Angeles and was it Canoga Park, I believe, was the name of the area, and it was super hot. It was like 106 degrees outside. There's a whole lot of what's my favorite part of making the video. I feel like I've kind of touched on that. Honestly, just in general, like it was my favorite video I've ever shot. It was like I knew in the moment we were creating something really cool, and the whole team that was making the video was really invested as well, and you could tell it wasn't just another video for them or another shoot. They were like really into it and wanted to make this as cool and artsy as possible, and was such a great experience from start to finish. The makeup took I think about an hour to apply. It was definitely not easy to get off either. We saved that for the end of the day, which was definitely stressful because I had to be shirtless for and usually do anything shirtless. You do it early in the day, get it over with before your body starts retaining water. And so I was just sipping on cold brew all day, trying to stay somewhat lean and not get all soft and watery before I had to shoot those scenes. And so that was a little bit nerve-wracking. I was a little worried it wasn't going to turn out as well as it did, but then I saw the screen. I was like, oh, I'm good. It was a lot of discipline, that's for sure. My boy Fraser Bailey was out there with me for 3 days, just making sure I ate when I needed to eat and what I ate was the right thing, and it was all very methodical and planned out, and it was good. It was great and very helpful having someone with me, or having him there to kind of keep me on track, and took the thought out of all of it for me. So we'll thank Mr. Fraser Bailey for the results you see on camera. He had a lot to do with that. It seems that the video is indicating that there is a threat of us losing our humanity. Did that have any influence? Oh, absolutely. I think that was certainly the impetus of writing the song. Anyway, just the overuse of AI and obviously it's great for a lot of things. We use it all the time, and then there's the risk of it kind of taking the soul out of creativity or art in general. And I think that was kind of what influenced it. Was the video an excuse to show off your ripped body? No. Maybe. No, yeah, that was certainly when we started going down the idea of Terminator. All I could imagine was when Arnold first shows up and he comes out and it's the smoke and he's butt naked and I was like, we gotta somewhat like pay homage to that without me being naked, and Westworld as well. When they're building the hosts and they're not wearing clothes. It just felt like it was more kind of accurate with the theme of creating a clone. You're not going to be creating a clone that's fully clothed, but also good excuse, right? Let's see. I'm not sure I would continue the plot of that. I feel like that video was a one and done thing, and I feel like we said what we needed to say in that video, and I think every song on this record is going to be very different thematically. So I don't want to kind of put us in a corner and having to continue a theme visually either. So with all the reaction videos people have posted about this video, are you putting yourself in an inspiration to others to work out and get in shape? I mean, yeah, I think that's why I post workout videos. I feel like a lot of people have been asking me questions about what I do and things like that, and I figure, why not share it with you guys? If it helps you guys, great, and gives you some sort of inspiration, that's certainly the goal. I feel like definitely do it for myself, but at the same time, I want to inspire others to get in shape and feel good about themselves. Feel great just existing. Do you think that you would experience what you created in the video? Well, fucking hope not. Let's see. Do I enjoy doing theatrical videos? Absolutely. I really do. Will you do more videos with Unreal Engine? I mean, I hope so. I thought it was a great experience. And I definitely, wouldn't want to be beholden to it. If the video calls for it, great. But is Artificial the heaviest song on the new album? No. There's definitely more where that came from, for sure. Let's see. How long did it take to set up the lab? Well, we went in the day before the shoot, and it was like it looked like a storage room with a bunch of shit that I didn't understand. A lot of gear, a lot of technical preamps and transformers and shit like that I had no idea. And I'm like, what am I looking at here? And there's all these parts, body parts, just laying out. I was assuming that the director Ethan was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great tomorrow. Trust me." And I was like, "All right." I came in the next day, and it was like a whole different world that was created in this room. I was blown away. It looked like a movie set. It was the stuff that they were able to do with the practical effects was super cool to see. Um, and then how it looked on camera was even cooler because up close some of that stuff looks really cheap and um, kind of cheesy, and then you see it on camera and it's like whoa. Um, let's see. So I would imagine. I mean, I don't know how long the crew were there the night before getting set up, but um, it was pretty impressive. Kudos to the art department for really pulling that together. What it's like filming with the Unreal Engine. So I'm sure you guys have seen like behind the scenes of movies or videos where everyone is shooting in front of a green screen and they have to imagine, whatever they're reacting to. And that's kind of how it's been for, forever. And so with the Unreal Engine is it's the environment is on the screen and it's reacting to you. So when you move, or when the camera moves, rather, it's reacting to where the camera is. So it looks kind of piecemeal in a way on the screen because it's actually just whatever is in the frame is um, what's actually changing on the screen, so that it looks like you're moving with the environment, or the environment is moving with you. And it was super cool because you get the lighting effects off of the screen as if you're in that environment. Otherwise, you have to like change the lighting in post production to match what your digital effects are going to look like, which is kind of a pain in the ass and it's not as natural. So it was it kind of gives you that feeling like you're there and you're in this post-apocalyptic environment. And then they had kind of, to kind of make it seamless, they would put down fake rocks and on the floor, and we hung up cables and things like that to kind of tie in practical with the digital. And I thought it came together really really well. Um, so we were kind of using all kinds of uh, nods to different sci-fi films visually, and to get a lot of the inspiration for some of the background stuff and the cables hanging, um, from like the Matrix, and there was one idea that we were originally wondering if it would be cool if we were all kind of plugged in the performance and we were like hooked to these cables or whatever, but we decided against it in the long run. That was gonna, I think, throw us way over the budget. What do I think of Taylor Swift dating Travis? Who gives a fuck what I think? Like, it's not my business. Oh, that's hilarious. Um, let's see. More. Okay, none of these are about the video. All right. Did you have to wear one of them special bodysuits? Special bodysuits for what? For okay. No, those special bodysuits are for motion capture. So the special bodysuits, I think you're referring to, that look all like tight pajamas and weird blocks and circles on it. That's if you're going to be digitally replaced. A lot of that is so that it can capture the motion of your body, knowing that that body is going to look completely different. We didn't do any of that. That was all me. The only thing that we digitized was my face and my shoulder, which was, much less of a task than doing a full body situation. Had I done the original idea where we were gonna probably go full, cyborg, I would have probably had to wear one of those suits. But in the music video, were you going to kill your AI self originally? That's an interesting question. I do believe the original video was going to show me and a body double fighting each other, and then you think that the real me, wins, and then we find out at the end, not so fast. But we changed that last minute, and I thought this was more jarring, and it kind of said more about what we wanted to say. So yeah, I thought it was a much better payoff than doing a fight scene and all that. I didn't think that was necessary. Yeah, there's no body double or digital effects on my body in that video. FYI, that was all hard work. Thank you very much. Let's see. So when you shoot a music video, yes, I mean, I'm really singing in parts, without like blowing my voice out, because I want it to look real. I feel like if I was completely just lip syncing, it wouldn't look natural when the audio was synced up. So no, I'm not like that's. I'm not sure if you're asking if that's, I mean, yes, I'm singing along, but which is how you do in music videos, and then the song is playing. Otherwise, it would be impossible to sync up the visual with the audio. And I typically do lose my voice to an extent after doing a video, because I am singing so much, because I do want it to look real. But I've started doing once they do like wide shots, I'm not giving it. I'm kind of like, welcome to your world's night. I'm still singing so you can get the veins and the whatever my neck normally does when I sing. But I'm not going full tilt. No, that would be too much. Am I scared of AI as an artist? I wouldn't say I'm scared of it, but obviously, I think we all fear that the more people get involved with creating songs with other people's voices, that's terrifying to think that someone can take your voice and have it say anything, whether you agree with it or not. That can be scary. Think about like if your likeness was used to support a politician that you didn't agree with, or a cause that you didn't agree with, and someone puts a video of you out there. Like, that stuff is the kind of thing that I think is dangerous. So all right, guys. Well, I feel like I've answered all the video related questions. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm trying to see if there's videos seem to be escalating in scope, budget, etc. over the years. Where do you go from here? Do you think we'll be going back to a more minimalistic approach? I mean, look, I think it depends on the song. I felt like this song definitely called for something big, and I think the next one is going to also call for something big. You know, I love film. I love the art of it. You know, I don't want to just make something where we're performing music. You know, I feel like we've seen that a million times. So I want to create something that's interesting to me, first and foremost, and that kind of infuses my love for action and film and acting and comic books, and I want to be able to figure out ways to kind of make it all gel and make sense with the music. Was there a script for the video? Yes, there was a script. It was basically me talking to my director and going, this is the idea. This is, you know, the elements I want to see in the video, and then we kind of went back and forth, and he kind of wrote up a storyline for it, and we collaborated on that, and that was it. How close is the final video compared to your original concept? Pretty close, other than, you know, the scene with me fighting off the cyborg. I felt like there was a part of me that was like, "Ooh, that'd be cool," and then I was like, "Nah, I kind of did I did the fighting thing in Heavy as the Crown, and I didn't want to just make a bunch of fight videos. That didn't seem interesting to me. So wanted to do something way different. Any Easter eggs? Yeah, I mean, you noticed we got the crowns placed in the video on the lab jackets and on the vest on the security guys. Yeah, that was pretty much the only Easter egg, so to speak. At least nods to, you know, from any other videos we've done. The other Easter eggs would just be nods to, like I said, different films and things that inspired the visuals. Was the makeup uncomfortable? What's uncomfortable is sitting there for however long it takes to do makeup. I hate sitting still for long periods of time. That kind of drove me nuts. Back starts to hurt, my neck starts to hurt, and all the things, right? As a drummer, I couldn't tell, but were your guys actually playing for the live part or like airplane? Well, they're really playing, but we don't have amps amped up. I mean, it's pointless because we're playing to the actual track. So it's the same as me kind of. I'm going through the motions of really singing, but I'm not, you know, doing it to the point of, you know, killing myself. We had, you know, on the drums, we had things that would dampen the sound so we could actually hear the track and not, you know, all the hits and everything. Because you got to be able to hear well to be in tune and not in tune, but in sync with the actual track, and otherwise it's not going to look real. So we are playing the parts, obviously, because if they weren't playing the actual parts, that would also look weird. So we're doing it as much as you can without, you know, amped up instruments, which is a little challenging, honestly, because, you know, I don't know if you've ever tried to play a guitar that you can't hear, but even though you know the hand position, it's like, am I doing this right? So, what did it feel like watching back, seeing yourself as a cyborg? I thought it was awesome. I honestly, when I first, started getting the rough cuts, it's really cool for me. Um, how long did it take to set up each scene? They were pretty quick. A lot of times those things take forever, and it they had two different um, crews working on some of the lab stuff while we were shooting performance, and then they would shoot some of the B-roll of the security guards and the doctors and stuff separately while we were shooting the. It was very efficient. They made great use of the time. So how long? They were moving fast. I wouldn't say any longer than like 20-30 minutes to set up for the next shot. Sometimes those things can take hours depending on the how in depth the scene changes would be. All right, guys. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much for taking the time. Sorry I was late, but I'm going to blame that on YouTube. Yes, Artificial is the first single off of the upcoming record that we have been working on for a very long time. There is more to come. That's all I'll say. Very, very excited for you guys to hear what's next. That's all I will say about that, because it's going to be awesome. Appreciate you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for all the love on the video. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your time. Have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate that, or holiday. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you out there on the road somewhere. And yeah, much love, y'all. Air hugs. Air hugs through the YouTubes. All right, how do I turn this thing off? Here we go. All right, peace out, guys. Enjoy your holiday. Eat all the food, and then hit the gym. It gives you a good excuse to keep eating. All right, love you guys.